Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to discuss about another very important example related to custom directive, where we will write a logic in a way that the directive will accept one parameter and then according to that parameter it will act. So in short, you can say that in today's session we are going to see how we can make a dynamic directive which can accept the input and can perform the further operation according to that particular value. Okay, so this is our agenda, but before we proceed further with this session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to make the directive dynamic. Okay, alright, so let's get started. Firstly, what we will do, we will simply go and create our own directive, the custom directive, using the command ngg directive, and then the directive name would be dynamic color. Okay, so this is the name of my directive, where ng is denoting angular, g is denoting generate, and directive is directive, and this is the name of the directive, that is dynamic color. Now hit enter. Once you hit enter, it will take few seconds and then it will add two files. As you can see, two files has been added, dynamic color directive.spec.ts, which we will not use for now, because this is something that we will be using in the later go when we will be doing the testing and all project related thing. But for now we will not use it. Second is the directive.ts file. This is the file that we will be using, and the main logic of our directive would be placed here in this directive itself. Okay, alright, so this is ready. Now what we will do, we will go to app.component.html file. Here you can see one heading is already coming, Angular Directives Demo by Sharmit. So after that we will add another heading, and in this heading we will mention that dynamic directive in Angular using custom dynamic color. Okay, dynamic color in Angular using custom directives. This is just a kind of heading that will help you to understand the topic. Custom directive. Alright, so this is ready. Now what next? After this we will create one paragraph where we will write some sample data so that we can apply the proper color to that. So here, although like you can apply on the headings as well, but just in a better way, like we can use this thing. So here in paragraph I will write, this is the sample program to learn about the custom directive. So this is our sample text. Now you can save it. Okay, so this is ready. Now what we will do, we will go to directive.ts. we will simply copy the selector name from here, because this is something that will connect this directive with our HTML file. Okay, so in which whatever, like if you want to apply this here, so you can simply place like this, and that is good. Okay, now let's register this directive. Let's register this directive. So for that, copy from here the class name, go to app.component.ts file, and here in ts file we will write it in the import section. Once it is added, go and import the directive manually. So you can see how I am importing. Import, then the name of the class, and after that we will write here from, then add quotes, and in quotes we will write dot slash, and then you can select the name of the directive, which is dynamic color dot directive. Okay, not spec directive, and hit enter. Once you hit enter, it is registered. That means now we are good with this directive, and we can directly write the logic and we can see the impact. Alright, so let's go to directive.ts file. Now here remember, when we in the last session what we did, we simply apply one color and it will directly apply it, and same thing you can do here also. But this is not our motto. Our motto is to make it dynamic. So to make it dynamic, what we will do, firstly, like we will, after the class is exported, we will add one input input. Once I hit enter, it will automatically add input here in this line. Let me correct it. It should be input with capital I. And these all things are case sensitive, so always make sure to put it in a same case, otherwise it might throw error. It will throw error actually. Okay, so now you can see this input is added. Here you can put the selector name, that is app dynamic this. Then we can set some default color. Let's say if user is not providing anything, then in that case we will make the default color as yellow. Okay, alright, let's save it with semicolon. Once this line is added, that means this line will help us to accept the input parameter from the HTML element, and if user is not providing any value to this this variable, then in that case it will consider the yellow as a default value. Clear? Now what next? Here we will define private key. We will use private keyword, then the name of the variable, and then we will put here ElementRef. ElementRef, and this is also need to be imported, so you can see it is automatically imported. Okay, so if it is not, please do import it here, otherwise it won't work. So this part is ready. Now we are not going to do anything inside this constructor. Earlier we were used to do, right? But this time we are going to use ng on init. Now those who are continuously watching these sessions, they have idea about ng on init. Why? Because we separately discuss in a very detailed way about all the lifecycle hooks. So this is one of them, and that is ng on init. So if in a short way, if I explain you what is ng on init, so you can say that it will help us to grab all those variable which is initialized just after the initialization. This is just a layman term, but if you want to learn it in a detailed way, ng on init, and this is very important topic again, because there are so many life cycle events, so you should check those events and then you can use it. Okay, for now you just need to add this thing, and here you can write this dot e1 dot native element dot style dot background color equal this dot app dynamic color. So what this line will do, whatever value we have received in this input through this input variable, it will simply assign this to the background color. Earlier we were using the font color, but this time I am using the background color. Then you can simply save this thing, and let's run the application to see the output. So ng serve -- open, enter. It will take few seconds and then it will show you the output. So let's see. Okay, so this is something that we are getting here, but we can see we are not getting any color to this. Why? Because we are not providing anything through HTML. So let's go here and add square brackets around this app dynamic color, then equal, then double quotes, inside double quotes single quote, and from here we will pass the color as blue. Let's save it. Okay, still it is not showing. Let me check what is wrong here. This is TS file where we have set everything as expected. Let's save it. Component.ts file, here we have registered the thing, that is also fine. An HTML file is also ready. Why not it is not giving error color. Okay, we have defined the color. Okay, let me check this thing. Okay, let's check directive.ts. Oh, okay, I got the point. Actually the problem is with this C. We have marked it as small, and that is why I always mention that this is case sensitive, so it should be in capital C. If it is capital, let's see. Yeah, now you can see it is coming with the background color as blue. And if you are not providing any color, let's see what will happen. Let's say if I am not providing anything here, so we are not providing anything here. It should work. Okay, but fine, let's not make it more complex. I'll tell you this thing in the next session, like why it is not working. Okay, but for now just keep it in mind that whenever you are passing the color here, it is dynamic in nature. How? Let me show you. So here we are passing the red color, blue color, let's make it as blue. Okay, and now same thing I will apply on this thing, that is heading, and here I will change my color, let's say green. So in this situation what will do, it will apply the green color. So that is why we call it as a dynamic in nature, because you can change the color as per your requirement. Clear? So I hope this session is clear to all of you, and in the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.